We got two former Buckeye champions in the house today, so we have to talk a little Ohio State before we bring Danny Cunningham
By
onto
the way,
show.
before the show, both were shitting on the current team.
Yeah, right.
I'll let you.
Neither one was. I'm
He
kidding.
is funny.
I'm not getting into those allegations.
Yeah.
All I do know is that Rocket Money is one of the most incredible apps on the market. If you don't have it, I highly recommend it. It helped me find subscriptions. I was paying for it twice, and I even found one I didn't even realize I was still paying for. It was like having a personal assistant for my finances. That's exactly what Rocket Money promises to do. It promises to be a personal finance app to help find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitor your spending, and lower your bills so you can grow your savings. It brings everything together in one place, whether it's your subscriptions, your spending habits, or even the goals you want to hit this year. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's premium features. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster today with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/lockedon today. That is rocketmoney.com/lockedon. rocketmoney.com/lockedon. Tyvis, Dustin, Ohio State, massive favorites in the national championship game on Monday. And when they've had the pressure of being the heavy favorite in the past, a la the Michigan game this season, didn't go so well. So I'm curious your guys' opinion on this. With all the pressure back on the Buckeyes, are they more prepared to handle that pressure situation than we have seen in the earlier parts of Ryan Day's tenure?
I don't know how you can't feel that way, especially after what they have had to go through since the loss to Michigan. All they've had to do was hear about everyone crapping on them, telling them how bad they are, how their coach stinks, how they're going to fire the coach, how these players are all should they're all this stuff, this negativity, the dark cloud, whatever you want to call it, they had to deal with. And it was like 10 days or whatever it was. I mean, it was a long time that they had to. How much was it? 3 weeks? 2 weeks before they played?
Like
2
or 3 weeks.
Or the first round?
3 weeks
It was 3
between
weeks.
Michigan.
So they had to deal with that for let's just say 2.5 weeks, right? And that negativity could have sunk into their minds. And what they do? They come out, they boat race Tennessee. They go to the Rose Bowl and put on a clinic. They go against the best defense in the country in Texas and tear them up. And now they're going to face Notre Dame, another really good defense, not as good as Texas, by the way, and they're going to tear them up.
They're number
They
two.
are battle-tested.
Number 2.
The Fighting Irish, last time I checked, and here's the helmet. So where's the camera?
There it is.
Hold on, you're not on camera. There we go.
There we go.
This does not have a yellow thong in front, okay? Meaning a Michigan helmet. This is a Notre Dame helmet. They're not scared of these guys.
Oh, my goodness. Why you have to put that out there?
Because it's a fact. I mean, that game was an anomaly.
I agree. I kept saying that, but a lot of people wasn't trying to hear that. But anyways, no, I think Dustin's right. I think due to the fact that they've already had that situation where they were heavy favorites and they didn't perform is exactly why they're going to perform better this time. I do think that the only way that they could really lose this game is if Notre Dame forces them to play that style of football that they play. Texas tried to bait them into doing it as well, and they did a really good job of still being able to make plays. But Notre Dame obviously is going to have to try to do that same thing to bait them to turn it into a game where they try to run the ball and be effective in the run game like that and think that they don't need their wide receivers. If they can do that, then, yeah, this thing could get very interesting. The fact of the matter is it's just so many different weapons and so much stuff, and Notre Dame's got injuries, key injuries to key players that they got to try to overcome that I think it's just too much and it's going to be too overwhelming. I don't think it's going to be a blowout by any means like that because I think Marcus Freeman is an amazing coach. And I think he'll have his guys amped up, ready to play. I don't think he's scared of Ryan Day or the Buckeyes in any way because the times that they played Notre Dame last year and the year before that, last year came down to Kyle McCord had to throw a bomb down the field to get them in there, and then dude walked it off at the end. So they've played them very close. I think that, I say all that to say Ohio State's going to win the game. I don't think they trip over their feet. The pressure's not going to get to them at all. If anything, the pressure was on them in Tennessee, and you see how they exploded in that game. So I think that the pressure thing, they're over that. They're veterans in this sport now, and they know what they need to do to win games.
By the way, the Ohio State Buckeyes have won 8 national championships. They never had 2 losses going into a championship game before.
Yeah.
I believe the 8 previous champions combined lost 3 games, maybe 4.
What'd you say?
The 8 previous Ohio State football champs.
Did they all? Well, they all probably was undefeated.
No. 1942 with Paul Brown as the head coach, they were 9-1. The 5 championships with Woody Hayes: 54 10-0, 57 9-1, 61 8-0-0-1, so a tie. 68 10-0, 70 9-1. Dustin's team went 14-0. Your team went 14-1.
This team is gonna go 14-2. 14 wins is the magic number nowadays.
Tyvis, what was your guys' record?
14-1.
Yeah, it was the one. Dustin, you guys.
They were 14-0. I just said
14-0.
it. Come on now. Clean out your ears.
I was talking to Ann about bringing out the presents in a sec.
It says 14-0. Just saying. 0-2, baby.
I can't believe we lost to Virginia Tech.
I can't either.
Was you at that game?
No, I bet on you guys, though.
Tyvis, against Michigan.
We were killing them. We were killing them after that game. Killing them.
Tyvis, against Michigan, it felt like Ryan Day and Chip Kelly wanted to prove a point that they were physical. And we all know the Lou Holtz situation with Ryan Day and what happened when they played last year.
Tootie Tat.
I like to know where Lou Holtz is right now. Go ahead.
Lou Holtz said he was going to the game.
Yeah,
he said he's going to be at the game. So I'm curious, do you think that Ohio State, I don't want to say they're trying to prove a point, but is that going to play in the back of their head in terms of their offensive philosophy trying to attack this Notre Dame defense?
No, I think that the thing is, I think they've got to peace that I think everybody in the country knows that they could be a physical style. They could be a physical team, so I don't think that nobody's calling them soft anymore. Yeah. Emotionally, that might be a totally different thing. You might be able to say that, but on the field, physically, I don't think you can say that this is a soft bunch of a group of people. So I don't think that they will get baited into that. I think that they're at peace in knowing that they play a style of football that works. And if that's winning you games and national championships, there's no way that people are going to look at you and tell you that you saw. So, yeah, I think they're above that now. I don't think that the Lou Holtz quotes or, the Jim Harbaugh quotes, I don't think none of that holds weight in this game. I think right now this is all about playing their style, being explosive offense, being able to beat you in the run game and the passing game. And if that defense plays the way that they've been playing, it's been the most physical style of football I've seen in a long time. So they'll be fine.
Let me say this as someone who's crapped on Ryan Day probably more than anybody on this show. There's no chance the Buckeyes are losing this game. I don't want texts from Steve Becker or my brother-in-law's brother-in-law, Andrew Bortek, both Michigan alums. Nobody cares no one any longer cares that Michigan won the game.
No.
It doesn't matter. Michigan sucks. They cheated every year but this year. We know this. Steve, you know this. I know you're a homer. You know Michigan cheated. They cheated every year with Harbaugh. Harbaugh continued to cheat until the playoffs. Then he played it legit this year in the playoffs, and look what happened. He got embarrassed and humiliated in the playoffs. Okay, they cheated. This is not even a debate. This is crazy to me. Nobody cares about their 15-0 record. They cheated. It's 100% accurate. There's no argument against it. And I'll be honest, I don't really care that much about Ohio State. If it wasn't for my 2 friends here, I wouldn't give a rat's ass about Ohio State. But it just is what it is. Let's stop pretending Michigan really did something legit. They cheated 100%. Does anybody have something to counter that?
Well, I would say that they did. So my thoughts on the whole thing are they were brilliant. The way that they handled it. And I think a lot of teams probably do what they did. They just weren't as good. I don't have a problem with it, actually.
I actually never really had a big problem with it.
So I just ranted and raved about nothing, and you two guys just backed right down.
They got the edge in a way that is unethical.
Yes.
But there's a lot of things that are unethical in sports, certainly
I have no
college
respect
athletics.
for it. I have no respect for anything they've done. I don't
fine.
believe in this non-ethical nonsense. And that's why I don't care if the steroid players get in the Hall of Fame or not, although personally I would vote for them if they were way above the line.
Mark McGwire.
But I don't care that they're not in.
Mark McGwire didn't take steroids.
Mark McGwire 100% took steroids.
No, he didn't.
1,000%.
There's no debate on that.
He didn't.
Go look at him in his rookie year in Major League Baseball. You tell me he didn't take steroids.
They just want you to believe anything. Mark McGwire, he got tired of people saying
We got swag, boys.
He just
Look at this.
agreed
We got
to
swag. We got swag in the house.
Ow! That hurt.
Shout out.
Helmets.
Oh, we got more swag. We got Brutus.
So tell us about these.
So these
Yes,
are
sir.
Very comfy.
A Snuggable, Snuggable Plushable.
Yeah.
You can go to plushables.com and you can get one of these. This is a pillow, right? You think it's a pillow? You're wrong. I've not opened this before, but
Okay.
I was told these are awesome. It's supposedly a hoodie inside a pillow. So Brutus, right, turns into what?
Look at that.
Ooh, swagged out.
Ha!
Be a good gift.
Those look incredibly comfortable.
They definitely.
well,
look
mine's
They're really.
incredibly
I'm just touching the
comfortable.
outside, but
Mine's
it's all
about
really
to, mine's about
soft.
to go in.
Cozy.
Hold on a second.
You going in this?
I'm gonna go in this thing.
Let me
All right.
see. Well,
Tyvis, you jumping in?
well, I got a hoodie on.
Yeah.
Hold
Take
on.
my mic off quickly. Stand by.
Don't pay attention to my hair.
I am not going to put it on, but I'll tell you, at night with this weather, by the way, Sunday night through Wednesday morning, it's going to be like 0 degrees or worse. You want something cozy and cuddly with your significant other? Buy these. Let's go.
I'm gonna have this on for the game. I promise you that.
I want to freeze your ass off out there.
We can't hear you guys because their mics
Can't hear
are off,
you
so-
guys.
That's right.
Oh, even my mic fell off here. What is it? No, it's not. My mic's good, right?
No, your mic's good. I'm talking
Okay.
about Dustin and Tyvis.
I'd wear this outside to clean the car here. Look,
You guys look good.
that
look great.
That is awesome. They look so funny, but they look very warm.
It is very comfortable.
It's fire.
You guys will be sweating bullets by the end of the show here.
It's very,
Look at that.
very comfortable.
If you want your own plushable, the website is on the lower third here. These
Yeah.
are called the Snuggable collections. And Dustin, are they as comfortable as they look?
Oh yeah, this
fall
this
asleep
is,
right
this
now.
This is like I have these blankets at home on our couch that are made by like UGG, and they're super soft. This reminds me of like wearing a blanket. I will have this on. I'm gonna be sitting next to the fireplace, watching the Natty. I'll be all cozied up.
Yeah.
While you playing, when I do post,
While I'm-
when
while
I
I'm-
do post game, I
You got
might have it
the
on.
pocket there for your hands.
Dude, it's got it all. Look at this
Yeah.
thing.
We'll zoom
It's
out.
like
Hold
Tom
on.
Brady here.
Tom Brady.
It's like a hand warmer. This is great. So thank you to the folks at Plushables. We really appreciate you
Plushables.
guys.
Nice
If you
job.
guys would like a Snuggable, if you want to be as cozy as us for the
Yeah.
college football playoff, you can.
Nice. I like that.